G'day guys, we are the Brisbane Brothers.
I'm the Clevo King.
And I'm the RC Master.
Together,
we are the Brisbane Brothers.
These are our 3 channels, guys. Get on board, check them out. For those of you that don't know, this is what we're working on here today, guys. We're doing a roadkill style camshaft timing chain lifters valve spring swap on a 351 Cleveland. This engine is for a car we're building on our channel here, guys. Check it out. So, what do you reckon?
Did you say camshaft swap?
Yo, camshaft swap. From a little one to a big one.
Big one. Lopey idle. We're talking, you know, that idle that makes the soft can go flat when you got an open drink.
We're gonna crank this baby up, guys. She's gonna be from about 250 horsepower to about 400 when we're done with her.
Double.
We're gonna make a whole series of videos along the way. Get on board. Thanks, Dan, for being the cameraman, helping me out. Check out his channel, guys. Phew! Phew! Alrighty, cameraman's here, guys.
The old cat drag.
Phew! Make sure you smash that like and subscribe, guys. Alright guys, we're going to be putting the Harmonic Balancer back on. So what I like to do is just put a little bit of lube onto the front of the crankshaft on this bigger edge. And I want to line up the keyway on the Harmonic Balancer. Just have a quick look that there's no dirt in there, which I've already cleaned it out. So we want to line up that keyway like that. That's lined up. Now, what I use to wind it on, guys, is a long mandrel that is the same thread as the bolt, and I'll actually, with a series of washers, just slowly wind it on, gently watching it. Something very important, if you can have a peek over here, you've just got to watch when the lip, what I should have lubed just slightly is the back edge of this Harmonic Balancer lip, so that when it touches that new seal, you don't want it to roll the seal under. You want the seal to stay flat and for that to go through. Alright, we'll try and get it sighted slowly. Alright guys, we've got the portable lathe here, guys, or what I like to call the nut buster, and we're going to get our mandrel, which, as I mentioned, is just the same thread as the crank bolt. Start it real gently into the front of the crank here, get it lined up in the middle, start it in. Now with the few washers that are on the back there, as the washers grab the harmo here, you can put a spanner on here and you can start to wind the harmo onto the motor. If you come back here and have a look, it'll just start winding on gently. Okay, so we get it on a bit like that. Now we'll undo it and I'll chuck another washer in. Once the bolt starts to get a bit buried and she's going on, you come back and chuck another washer on. Okay, now as this starts coming back to the seal, we just want to be really careful at this stage here, guys, and we want to just nice and slowly start it. Oh guys, this is beautiful. Nice and slowly. Now, if you don't rush this stage here, you can pretty much ensure. I'll have a bit of a peek around here. How's the seal?
Just had a bit of a shine. I'm holding the camera. You just get around with my light.
Oh, beautiful. Yep.
It's not grabbing.
You know, a lot of guys don't pay attention when they get that front lip started, and if it grabs the edge of that seal and rolls it in, it'll actually flip it over and it'll be game over, guys. So this is going in beautiful. I'm just going to keep sending it home. It's getting dark. We'll get this Harmonic Balancer fitted. Oh, it's actually picking up the seal. There, see that, guys? That's what you don't want. I'm going to try and show these guys. I'm not sure if you can get the angle that I can with my eyes, but I started to get a bit excited and it's picked up the edge of that seal there. Because it's just starting by hand, guys. You're just putting this tool on so we're not pulling it off, and we'll just slowly wind it back until we get that lip out. We'll have another go at it. See how it's coming out. If we kept going, we would have just destroyed that seal. That's the ticket. That's the ticket, guys. Just a bit of grease on the leading edge. Just show that chrome edge. You can see it. Yep. Are you looking straight at it? Okay, man. So that's the best. Yep. What we've done now, guys, is we've pulled the Harmo back. We've unpicked the seal, put a bit more lube on it, and we're gonna start it now again, really slowly. It's just gotten dark, guys. We've lost a bit of time here. Just watch your hand there, and really slow is the trick. Once it starts rolling the lip like that, like a prick, you just gotta go real slow. Even though I'm doing this roadkill style, you don't want any oil pissing out the front of your timing cover seal. I'm just giving it a couple of turns. Looking at the seal the whole time. If it starts to catch, we're going straight back because you don't want to damage that seal, so that's really important that you notice it rolling back straight away. Otherwise you have to pull the whole timing cover off and redo the seal again. Okay, so just nice and slow. The idea of this mandrel, guys, is just not to be banging, pulling, or putting any excessive bearing on the crank or any of the bearing journals. It's just winding it on.
That's perfect. I can see that's perfect now.
That's a little step there, guys. It's dark now. This footage is going to look a bit crappy. You definitely do not want to wreck that seal. It'll be the make or break of this whole job here.
I really hope you guys can actually see that line there where the grease is gathering. That's the line you got to be looking out for. It's kind of my fault. I didn't notice when it started to pick up, but I think it was more on your side where it picked up pretty bad.
It was on the bottom where I wasn't looking.
Yeah. Well, lucky we didn't go too far. We saved it. If you went too far, you'd completely bust that seal. You have to pull the whole timing plate back off, change the seal. It would be an absolute failure. All right. We saved it, sweet. Just taking it that last bit home.
I think that's about it, guys.
A little bit more.
Oh, it feels getting snug.
That's it. Let's see, bro, it's not sliding anymore. Oh, yep, a tiny little bit more. Very close now.
Very close.
A little bit of exposed
line. There we go, guys.
Yep.
Once it's crank set,
that's it.
Back it up.
That's it, guys. Beautiful.
Okay, so we'll take our mandrel out. And the last step here is going to be to pull the one washer off of this series of 4 that's from this engine. Grab the Harmo bolt. Rattle gun, 15-16.
Alright, that's it. Sweet.